Hello everyone, welcome to a World of Warships video. And that's probably one of the hardest things that I have to say is welcome to a World of Warships video, because I'm so used to World of Warship Blitz after many hundreds of videos of World of Warship Blitz. So I'm not turning this into a World of Warships channel, I'm just popping up the odd video, and I'm probably only going to feature maybe one or two ships, mainly because, well, as you can tell from the title, I'm having an awful lot of fun in the Edinburgh. So this is no ordinary Edinburgh. Well, in fact, this is a completely ordinary Edinburgh that's made rather a non-ordinary choice. This is a radar Edinburgh, and the reason that it is a radar Edinburgh is that when I was playing up through the tiers with my friend in the Fiji, my friend knows the ships very well, and he would start listing off the ships that had radar. And the Fiji only gets one option, that is smoke. And radar, obviously, basically makes smoke worthless. So what you'd have is games where essentially you got frozen out of the game because the radar cruisers would come along and spot you. And being at stationary and smoke means that you're actually a fairly easy target. So when the Edinburgh came along, when I got the Edinburgh, I noticed that the smoke consumable had an option for radar. I selected it, thought I'd play a couple of games in it until I got sick of it. Now, the interesting thing is I have not got sick of it. So normally, so you can see here I'm detected. So this is when the bad stuff starts, because obviously those enemy battleships and cruisers out the far side would love to finish off an Edinburgh. There we go, it happens quite a bit, don't worry about it. One of the reasons that the Edinburgh is so much better than, let's say, the 1943 Belfast is it gets a heel. So we've got our radar going, that Z23's in for a world of hurt because, well, he's not in for a world of hurt from me because I still haven't learned to put on enough lead, but he's in a world of hurt from my teammates because this radar is the advanced consumable. So you can see I just need to learn to lead a little bit better. And I have the captain skill, that means that I get an extra 10%. So this radar will go for about 39 seconds, which is long enough to make his life absolutely miserable, which it has. So an extra couple of hits. I can't believe I've got a ricochet against a destroyer, but anyway. And so what this means is that we've put him on absolutely minimal health. Now, I'm not in great shape myself, and we're still getting those enemy ships having a go at us in the last position, which means we need to change it. So yeah, there are a few things. You can see I'm tucked up and behind the island. One of the main requirements for playing a radar cruiser effectively is basically getting in close so that radar can be deployed. Now, this is just a bit of poetic justice there because he has big guns. Proportionally, we probably took the same health off each other. But that's okay. My job is to deny them the opportunity to push forward, give our clearance for our guys. We are getting a bit smacked around. My guns are on off so that I'm not giving my position away with all those anti-submarine planes that come over, and here we are. So obviously, yeah, they're not particularly happy about having a radar picket basically right up behind the island overlooking the cap, but you know, the beggars can't be choosers. This Z23 is particularly, well, he's particularly brave. I'm trying to get rid of that because that's got the worst chance of spotting me, but you know what? It's not really what I want, is it? It's not what that Z23 wants either, but welcome to the world of, being detected. I know what it feels like. You lose a lot of health. So anyway, yeah, he's gone. And in some respects, this is where I start to have a bit of an employment issue. So both destroyers are gone, and really my main thing is to grab position against destroyer opposition. So I can hold a position against a large ship because I have torpedoes. So when my friend plays the Massachusetts and I'm in the Edinburgh, if we end up in a position behind an island, him with his big guns is an awesome secondary, and me with my torpedoes means that it's not a position that people can rush, and it's not a position that people can sneak up on. So, so basically we destroyer-proof him, because basically as soon as I'm spotted, I cook off the radar, and yeah, they have to start dodging, and his secondaries reach out to my radar range, I think, pretty close. So there's a Jinan. I was thinking about following him. I'm thinking this guy knows what he's doing. I might follow him in. But unfortunately, he has the same issue that I suffer from. And what that issue is that the planes have spotted him. And so has a battleship at the same time. So it wasn't the planes, I don't think, that did the damage. I think it was the guns. So yeah, we know what that's like. Ah, no, it was the Stalingrad that took him down. There we go. It's a bit of a shame, but anyway, so be it. Right, here we go. So we can do something useful. We can drive the submarine underwater. So someone else has done that. We've got a Yamato. We've got a Yamato and a Smolensk and a Des Moines on this other flank. I can't do anything in open water, so I'm just a target. The Baleo and the ZF6 are perfectly capable of taking that cap, spotting that Harlem. As soon as I open fire with my guns, I'll be wasted, and as soon as something gets within spotting range for me to be able to activate my radar, well, I can probably outspot everything on that flank anyway, so all I'd do is keep them company, which, he's got the submarine for that. He doesn't need me. Oh, he's going to take a bit of a pasting from the Harlem. He's got the bombers going out, but he obviously survives. He's got a second set of bombers going out. That's a bit of a worry, isn't it? They get there very quick. He calls in bombers from obviously some point of land, but they get there very fast. Here we go. He's just trying to stop the cap from getting swung, but it's not much he can do. Particularly if that submarine's on the surface. So here we are. Now this is the dangerous point here, because the Des Moines is about 10 kilometers away. We're detected. I really need to know how to improve my aim with submarines. We drive them underwater. So we were spotted, cooked off the radar, saw him on the surface, drove him underwater. There goes his, he's got his oil slick. The Des Moines, fortunately, is firing off into the other direction, otherwise I'd probably have a few problems here. And now what we've done is we've cooked off our sonar, and here comes the aircraft carrier. It hurts, but anyway, we can deal with that. As I said, heal is essential. At this point, I think I'm probably close enough to him that his torpedoes, he can't rise to the surface because I'll basically, or to periscope there, because I'll be able to hammer him. There we go, we're detected by radar now. But if he fires at me with his torpedoes, they don't have enough distance to be able to rise to catch me. And this is one of the scariest moments in the game. Big lag spike. What's going to happen? Am I going to overshoot him and then end up with a problem? Because my sonar's only got 44 seconds left, but as it was, during the lag spike, I was punching away at the G key. In goes the, we put the guns in there just to keep them down. Not that it's really necessary. I should probably learn how to read the console a little bit better to work out what depth he's at. And he's gone. So we're going to do a lazy circle. And the reason for the lazy circle is I'm making up my mind. It's not really a great tactical move. More, should I go for C-cap? Nah, I don't think I should go for C-cap. I don't think I should go for C-cap at all. And the reason for that is that there's a Worcester there. And that Des Moines and Harlem don't have to land a lot of AP on me to wreck my day. So what I'm going to come do is come down and support this Yamato, support the Des Moines. There's a Z23 and Smolensk out on the flank. The Z23 is obviously doing most of the spotting. So, yeah. And there's the Des Moines. The Worcester's been fairly brave. Doing a good job. He's doing basically the same job that I'm doing, but I tend to get closer into islands because I'm a little bit more nimble, I suppose. This Odin, we're going to fire torpedoes quite a wide spread because basically we only need one to hit. In fact, we're going to have to try and help our Des Moines any way that we can, but as it turns out, he got clobbered before my shell even got in there. Do not want to be spotted by that Montana. And we're going to head in and provide some sort of support, probably more psychological for the Des Moines. He's got his radar going. I've got mine if I need it. So what he's doing is he's spotting the Worcester and trying to clear that Worcester out of the game. And with that Worcester gone, I think that'll make quite a big difference. He's paying for it though. I think he's got the Des Moines, he's got a Harlem out there, there's a Worcester, and I think there might even be a Montana. I'm not sure what the Montana's shooting at, it's been a while since he's fired anything, I assume he's just reloading. But yeah, the Des Moines is getting fairly badly hammered, and there's not a lot I can add. So he did take down the Worcester, but the Des Moines took him out. And here we are. Right, presumably that Des Moines has cooked off his radar, because at this point I am trying to open the distance, but it is pretty hard sort of a thing to do. All we're doing is just keeping our eye on him. I probably should have fired my torpedoes long ago, because basically it's pretty clear what he's trying to do. I could have easily dropped some torpedoes in front of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait until he's pretty much unable to retaliate. We drop some shots on him. Not enough lead, I'm assuming, because it looked like they tipped down rear the back of it. Yeah. And the return fire comes in from the Harlem, which hurts, and the Montana, which would hurt a lot more, but it goes over the top. And that Des Moines, he's obviously hunting that destroyer. He's got a Smolensk. He's got a destroyer, and what he's trying to do is he will have been saving his radar. So if he'd cooked off his radar for me, he wouldn't have been able to do much with that destroyer. Anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll leave it here, because basically this game ends pretty much at this point. I hope you enjoyed watching. Bit of rambling, bit of ranting, but yeah, it's a lot of fun in the radar Edinburgh. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.